look like they're playing Rocket League. It almost looks like two retards trying to fucking doorknob as they clear it down into Blue's offensive zone. It looks like Devitalize wants to sweep that in. He will be denied, though. Aaron keeping it alive in the zone. It looks like Morgan has dropped back to play goalie. Just not a preferred position for him, Tom.
You can see here he's thinking about it. He's like, should I be goalie? Should I be goalie? Should I be goalie? The answer is right here. No, he should not be goalie. And what a piss-poor effort.
Black and white, the answer's on the paper. 12-2 is the score with 19 seconds left to go. In drop number 14, what do you know, goes to the orange team Devitalize with a nice kickback to Rockfist, who drives it down to the blue offensive zone. Around the corner of boards, Devitalize looks to keep the action going by banging it in towards the goal. We got a loose ball in front of the net. No goalie in, Aaron. Score! Just cleaning up everyone's trash.
Absolutely no remorse from this cold hard bitch known as Cheryl. She takes it in 13-2. This is the first game. I mean, this 6-second countdown is just, I think, it's going to be a godsend for this team, so they can regroup.
She gives Stone Cold Bitch new meaning as it's 13-2 with 6 seconds left on the clock. Drop number 15 goes to Aaron. Driving up the walls, Rockfist with a quick bump, and the game is over. Game 1 will go to Team First Touch.
Game 1, and this may have been the longest 5-minute game I've ever seen, but hopefully the next one will be a little shorter, perhaps some less, goals scored or really anything. Let's just see if Blue can put anything together here. Darkness and all of his PEDs. We need some PEDs for everybody else. We're not seeing much.
I only know one thing to be sure after watching that game, and is I am now numb from my nips to my hips.
Which, speaking of nips to hips, this is a good time to take care of a little bit of a something. Give me 2 minutes, please.
Absolutely. In his absence, I'd like to give another sponsor shout-out. Menards. You can save big money when you shop at Menards. I personally go there for all my 2x4 wood purchasing needs. Menards, a primary sponsor of the I'd Rather Be League and Tournament. As Tom wipes his ass from the shark that just happened a minute ago, it looks like we're going to get Game 2 underway. The slate is clean. The stage is set. 0-0, Game 2. This best 2 out of 3 match. If I were a betting man, and god damn it, I'm a betting man, I'm going to say that the orange team here is going to walk away with a clean victory.
Well, I said it earlier, and I said that I just got back from my trip to Vegas, and actually I did put $10 down on Apu Nahasapimakikeamick because I figured the payout is huge. I stand to make $1,000 if they can put up 2-game rally together.
Well, you know what? I think that you would have been better off putting a lighter underneath that $10 bill as Devitalize gets the scoring opening with a nice little goal here off the deflection.
Yeah, Alex Hamilton's not too happy with me and desecrating his name. This is just getting pretty bad. I wish I could yell through the TV right now and tell these guys to get their shit together.
The score is 1-0 with 4:49
on the
clock. The second drop goes to Devitalize. It looks like they're going to bounce it back in the Orange's offensive zone before it gets cleared down to the blue zone. Devitalize with a quick move there on Reckless Man. Reckless Man, believe it or not, actually able to get a little traction going on the ball as he gets banged down to the Blues boards. It's coming across in front of the net.
Big clear there.
Darkness with a wonderful clear there. Again, just showing a little bit of a pulse. Morgan in there with a shot. It gets blocked by 3 defenders. Darkness goes to clear it and actually does the team a little more harm than good by sending it back towards the neutral zone.
It's okay, though, because as you see...
half-pass attempt at Mario there, too. What's going on with him?
Well, he's off into another game right now, but we are seeing honestly a very spirited effort here, keeping the ball in the orange zone, but hey, of course, as soon as I say it, here we are back to blue, fighting for the last
we are back to blue, and Young and Reckless looks to take one out in front of the net. It does get taken advantage of by Rockfist with a goal.
All right, now I'd like to tell you something, a quick story about a rock-hard dick. Take a look at this guy, and look what he's trying to do. My goodness. That is a 76-mile-an-hour thrust. And thus ends the story of the rock hard dick.
That's a phenomenal thrust. I'll tell you what, we are 2-0 with 3:51 on the clock. Drop number 3 is going to go to Rockfist. This guy's just truly all over the map tonight, scoring goals, getting first touches, and playing a little bit of defense when called upon.
Yeah, I'd have to question the settings on this match, but I think Rockfist might have unlimited boost, because, man, this guy is all over the place.
It's amazing. He's just boosting left and right. It looks like Young and Reckless and Trippier there are in a little bit of a battle for traction over that ball. Rockfist says, fuck that, he's just going to go up into the air and take care of it. The ball's bouncing freely in front of the goal, and again, no one's playing goalie on this blue team. I'm not sure. There must be a lack of communication or really just a lack of caring as Darkness kind of bumblefucks his way around the ball. It gets jammed out into the cornering boards, and out front with a missed shot. Young and Reckless for a second chance, and she sends it out wide.
Yeah, I'll tell you, Blue just got a prayer answered right there. They went again for the bread and butter, set it up for the perfect center, but Orange, once in a while, man, they just can't quite close. And we've got ourselves a extended game.
To be honest with you, I think this is the most amount of time we've gone without a goal. As Blue is really showing a little bit of testicular fortitude, sending you down to the orange zone. There is a wide open goal, but I just don't think they can take advantage of it.
Well, with the kind of covers that Orange is putting, see, they know how to put defense in the back. You know, they bring, well, not one goalie, but sometimes two, and it works perfectly.
I didn't even feel pertinent to announce Morgan's shot because I just knew as a professional in this industry that he wasn't going to score. He showed us nothing tonight to make us think that he has any sort of talent as a Rocket League player or a human being at all.
Oh.
Would you take a look at that? Was that a full court call or Chef Curry with that full court drain?
Well, we can see here, Reckless Man made a good attempt at getting involved, but Cheryl, my goodness, she puts it up, drops a bomb on a dime. Absolutely perfect shot.
It is 3-0 with 2:18 on the board as drop number 4 is forthcoming. Rockfist with a nice first touch, banging into the neutral zone up the boards. Vitalize goes up high with a nice bang, and it looks like that ball just might go in! Vitalize scores.
All right, so what you'll see here coming up from Devitalize, he's going to come down, bring down this aerial shot. You'll see this attempt to play goalie. Oh, sorry, that was actually their teammate. There was no goalie back there yet again. I stand corrected.
4-0 is the score with 2 minutes and 10 seconds left to go. Drop number 5, it looks like it's going to go to Morgan. You know, if his card's not in reverse, he can really get some things done out there, Tom. It looks like he's going to try to fight jockey for position out there, but Devitalize says no. Taking up the wall goes Devitalize.
I just heard actually from Morgan right there in the cockpit. He did figure out that there is a different direction to put the stick shift. He is now in D. I can't confirm that.
Boy, that's amazing. It's amazing what you can do when you're in D. As Rockfist sends one around the cornering boards, Morgan gives him a little bit of denial.
Look at this.
Out front, there's a wide open goal. Devitalize with a missed shot there. He doesn't really miss his opportunities too much. He's known as a closer.
He is known as a closer, but what I'd like to point out right here is that this team is using essentially the same strategy throughout the entire game. Blue just cannot seem to adapt.
It's actually amazing to me that this blue team was able to qualify for the tournament. Last night, I guess all you need was a pulse to get into this tournament. That's clearly evident by this first-round matchup.
Yes, we have actually...
zone.
Oh, look at this. Oh. And you could use probably a little more mustard on that shot, wouldn't you say there, Bo?
Yeah, I'd say so. It's actually vital to save a little bit of boost in your tank when you need to get a little extra dick into your shots. Down to the cornering boards goes Darkness, sending it around to the front of the goal. There's no goalie, but it does get denied by Cheryl. A perennial cock blocker, Cheryl actually plays goalie pretty well.
Oh, Jeff with a fantastic coast-to-coast attempt right there, but he was meant by what I believe was, if my eyes didn't deceive me, a blue goalie.
It's just amazing to me that someone actually had the foresight to play goalie back there, but it's just a case of too little too late. It's kind of like being diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. 5-0 is the score with 35 seconds left in the game. Drop number 6 is underway, and Devitalize takes the first touch.
Hey, as the team's namesake says, they've been dominating first touches, second touches, third touches, and look at this.
Wouldn't you know, that looked like about the 5th touch, didn't it?
I think that was the 5th touch, and really 5 touches is all you need to score on blue, it would seem.
You know, they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, and, well, you just done fooled me. And it is now 6-0 with 25 seconds left to go in the game. Drop number 7 is underway. Devitalize with the first touch, sending it down the neutral zone up to the boards. But Young and Reckless, she sure knows how to work those boards.
She sure does, and my goodness. Now what we have here, just look at this ball. It's served up like a stack of 3 flapjacks there from the local diner. Devitalize puts that old-fashioned syrup on it and just sends it right into the old chute, as I probably will be doing the same Saturday morning.
7-0 is the score, 16 seconds on the clock. Drop number 8 goes to Darkness. He's really been their only glimmer of hope all game, and it's a shame because if they had more guys using cocaine, I think they might have been able to put up a fight.
Perhaps that's the missing ingredient. Apu's going to have to go step back and really evaluate themselves after this just shellacking. And as
I'll tell you
see,
what, Tom, it was a less than thrilling first-round matchup. To the losers bracket will go Team Apu. Congratulations to our winner's first touch, and I think now it's time to figure out our MVP and our asshole of the game. Tom, what say you?
Oh, we did say that the MVP will not be necessarily who the game decides, but, just looking at that score, you have to think there that Devitalize is all over the place. He was everywhere. He scored everything, finished every play. I think that's my MVP.
Let's bring the MVP in for a quick interview.
Alrighty.
It's going to take him a little bit to get unbuckled from his seat, get out of the car, and come on up to the announcing booth. We are told by our league sources that he is on the way. In the meantime, Sean, I think we have another sponsor that we need to mention here.
Yes, absolutely. I wanted to throw out a special thanks to the Autism Speaks Foundation for funding the absolutely generous donations that we received here at the iRBL March 2016 tournament. Fantastic.
And while we wait for... and our MVP has arrived. Devitalize, what a game you played out there. Tell us a little bit from your perspective how things went and how you were able to just put the biscuit in the basket on so many occasions.
Oh, bunch of little boys. I mean, hey, you know what? I can't disagree with you right there. That was just utterly, a mollywhopping in the great words of Terry Foster. I don't know what else to say.
That was just it was what I would call an all-in-all throat fucking. Thank you for your time, and we're going to go ahead and bring in the asshole of the game.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Devitalize, thank you very much for your time, and thank you for the entertainment you provided the 21 viewers that we have in addition to ourselves.
I'm going to go ahead and put Morgan in there as the asshole of the game. What do you think, Tom?
I don't think I can disagree. I mean, I've seen we could really ask him about that little bit of a bout of retardation we saw there in the goal, amongst many of the other things that I'm sure, looking back at the replay, you saw him do. So we're gonna have to go ahead and bring him in here.
I swear to fucking Christ.
Well, that's something that the asshole of the game might say to kick things off. I think Tom has a few questions for your post-game interview.
Yeah, hey there.
Oh, yeah.
In the second game, I'm gonna go ahead and say that you had a little bit of a problem in the goal.
Me?
Yes, you did.
Specifically?
Yes.
I got an epic save and 2 other saves. Certainly did better than anybody else on my fucking team.
Well, from the announcing booth, it really didn't seem that way. It looked like you stalled out a couple of times for a couple of face-offs there. What happened?
We had to change parties because Penn was still in our party broadcasting every fucking echo from your fucking apartment, Bath.
Well, I have nothing to say to that.
My door's closed. It really does shock me that
no,
you really...
all we could hear was every 2 fucking seconds.
Well, that's going to have to be something to take up with him. My door's closed.
Well, we really appreciate your time with us. Right now we have the MVP and the asshole of the game. Do you guys have any closing comments?
Yeah. Sean and Bo, you can go fuck yourselves.
Thank you.
And Jesse. Well, again, thank you for your time. Thanks for coming down for these interviews. It was a wonderful game. We look forward to calling many more. Nice night, everybody. For Tom McGrath,